Alright, today's lesson is on sweep picking. And the best guy in the world at this is this guy, Frank and Bali. And I bought this book in the 80s, late 80s, and it came with a cassette. So you could practice along with the tracks. So there's a lot of scrolling on the cassette involved. So years later, when they came out with the CD, I bought the same book, same stuff, only on the CD. And there it is, CD. So it's an intriguing technique. A lot of heavy metal guys, your Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen, those kind of guys do that. But Frank Gambale is the guy. I really recommend it if you want to pursue this kind of playing. He was the guy in Chick Corea's Electric Band for years. Fabulous player. But what I'm going to do today is just show you some easy stuff. If you want to do the deep dive on the technique, you should get Frank's books. But the technique itself is intriguing, and a lot of blues guys would know it fundamentally anyway, because a lot of guys use rakes, like let's say where you rake the strings, you're going in one direction, like up, down, so that's a rake, and it's not precise, but you get that percussive effect. And you can also do it backwards, like where you drag the pick with upstrokes, but you're just dragging it. You're not picking each individual note, which is the key point. And you can start out with this technique with just a couple of strings, and you always set yourself up, like in classic alternate picking, you pick up on the upbeats, offbeats, and down on the downbeats. But in sweep picking, you set up the sweeps. In other words, if you're going across high, across the strings, you start with an upstroke to set yourself up. Up, down, down, up. So that's just two strings. Up, down, down, up. And the opposite, if you're going back across, like down, up, and again, you're just dragging the pick. Like that. So that's just two strings. And a good example of this is applying this is a great jazz standard song from my father, or Silver, to articulate the line. You just see how each note really comes out distinct, which is the cool thing about it. So you can look at that, and you can take it like a pentatonic scale and just going up or going down. It's pretty cool. And for now, we're just doing short little phrases just to get used to the idea of doing this around, 2 or 3 strings. Not going to do any those kind of things. But so let's look at 3 strings. And this is one I use for a warm-up study. I'm taking an E minor 7th. So I'm going down, 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 up. Then I take a G triad with a sus, C, with a downstroke to set up a series of upstrokes. Down, up, up. So I've got 4 notes up, 4 notes down. And you can tie this together. once you get comfortable with 3 string, you can try 4. So I'm taking C major 7th arpeggio, down, 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 then up to the 9th. Or you can look at it as an A minor 9th chord, like A. But let's do that. So we got A, then with an upstroke, then down, 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 up. So up. Remember, you start with an upstroke to set up the suite. So you get 6 notes in there. And what I do for another study is to just go down chromatically doing the same pattern. So starting up, down, 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 then go down a fret and reverse it, downstroke, up, 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 down. So then you can just that's the pattern I use. So up, down, down. Then you just carry it down. It's a lot of fun to incorporate your playing. You know, it has all kinds of uses. And like I say, if you want to do a real deep dive into it, buy Frank's books. So that's it for today. Thanks. See you later.